This equipment can be used for teenagers, can be used for athletes, can be used for aging adults, and can help in multiple ways.
Women generally neglect exercises or don't pay attention to core strength they should have. We have today with us Dr. Pradnya. She is a physiotherapist, movement expert. She has an own Pilates center called Foam.
Everyone thinks strength training makes you bulky, but that's not true. In fact, if it's done the right way, it can help you get stronger, more tone, and in fact, more energy levels.
Welcome back to Her Health, Her Power series, where we talk about nutrition, well-being, health of women. And for this, we invite all motivational speakers and experts in these fields to help us guide in these. So today we'll be talking about one such aspect called very important aspect called movement or strength. I mean, for us, women generally neglect exercises or don't pay attention to the strength building that they should have, the core strength they should have. So, who better than this we have today with us, Dr. Pradnya. She is a physiotherapist, movement expert. She has an own Pilates center called Foam. So, welcome, Dr. Pradnya.
Thank you, Dr. Apurva. I really love that you're putting a spotlight on women's health because it's about time that we stop treating this as an option and really see it as a non-negotiable.
So, Dr. Pradnya, before diving into this topic, I would like to know how was your journey? I mean, from a physiotherapist to working with Deloitte and now starting your own Pilates center. So, how is it?
So even though I've done my MBA and have been in management consulting, at my core, I'm a healthcare professional. I really believe that movement is the fundamental to health. I've seen a lot of people with pain, stiffness, postural issues, and general lack of body awareness. And here is the thing. It was not because of injuries, right? It was because of the pain was because of the posture or the occupational habits or general neglect of the body. And a lot of them assume that the pain is just part of life and it should not be so. When I discovered Pilates, it was a eureka moment for me. So Pilates works on everything strength, flexibility, balance, coordination. We can use it for teenagers, we can use it for athletes, we can use it for aging adults. That's when I knew I had to share it with others, and that's how the studio was born.
So, Dr. Pradnya, currently we see that there are lots of females who are suffering from PCOD, thyroid, weight gain, multiple issues, bone-related issues. They feel that strength training would be harmful for them, or it will not benefit. Actually, I mean, instead of going to a Pilates center, they would say, "मैं walk कर रहा हूँ, अच्छी बात है." I mean, core strength and all. They don't even know what is that. So, can you just clear the air around it?
Absolutely. In fact, for such conditions, strength training is actually prescribed. So, strength training helps regulate blood sugar level, which is very crucial for PCOS management. Then it helps regulate hormones. It also helps improve thyroid function by regulating metabolism. So, really, strength training is very essential. And let's bust the biggest myth, right? Everyone thinks strength training makes you bulky, but that's not true. In fact, if it's done the right way, it can help you get stronger, more tone, and in fact, more energy levels.
So, I mean, you would say that core strength is very important, and strengthening exercises are utmost important for everybody.
Absolutely.
Dr. Pradhan, that's an important take. I mean, good you told this. Generally, I've seen in women that hormonal changes and menstrual cramps, these are very commonly seen. Females generally avoid doing exercises during those days. So, what do you suggest? करना चाहिए exercise या नहीं करना चाहिए? And does these core strength exercises help in menstrual cramp?
Definitely. I think it's a belief that a lot of women think that they should rest during menstrual periods. However, if mild exercises or gentle exercises can actually help ease cramps, decrease mood swings, help with water retention and bloating. So, gentle strength training will help increase endorphins and help improve mood. And light walk or light Pilates can also help with increasing endorphins.
एक्चुअली जो एक्सक्यूज देते हैं कि ड्यूरिंग मेंस्ट्रुअल फेज और ड्यूरिंग मेंस्ट्रुअल क्रैम्प यू शुड नॉट डू एक्सरसाइज इज एक्चुअली एन एक्सक्यूज. You should actually exercise so that it will help you release the cramps.
Absolutely. So you'll definitely help better once you do the exercises.
Yeah. Dr. Pradna, we generally see that women always complain about low energy. So I just wanted to understand that women say that मुझे exercise करना है, but I'm feeling very tired, or I'm not getting that zeal to go ahead and do the exercise. So where can these ladies start from, and which is the moment you feel that they are feeling exhausted, but if you do this after some time, if you do it regularly, you feel energetic. So how do we start?
Right. So this is a big one, right? Because a lot of times when we feel fatigued, we think we need to rest. But it's actually the opposite. If you want to feel more energetic, what you need is more movement. So you can start at, say, 5 minutes. You can start with gentle exercises like yoga, stretching. You can also, if you need boost of energy, simple deep breathing work helps a lot.
That's a good point, that at least we should start with the smaller intervals and then plan 30-40 minutes of exercise. So,
Absolutely.
Dr. Pradna, I wanted to know, general description is that males have different set of exercise, females have different set of exercise. So actually, is it a different set of exercise? I mean, do the energy levels or the strength of men and women are different, so the exercise are different, or actually they do need different types of exercise?
So the answer is yes and no. The basics, right? The fundamentals, strengthening, flexibility, endurance are the same. However, women's hormones fluctuate throughout the month. So we have to exercise according to our hormonal levels. So first half of the cycle, we have a lot of energy. So we should do more strength training. And the second half, we can do when we're feeling more fatigued. If there is more PMS, then you could do more light kind of exercises. So it's more cyclical than just doing the same thing over and over again. So really, instead of one size fits all, one should listen to their body, push them through the exercises, and still do some form of exercise depending how they're feeling.
Absolutely. In fact, I feel that another thing is that whatever that we enjoy doing, because then we don't have to force ourselves to do it. We do it regularly. So I mean that will also play a important role in not missing the exercise part, I guess.
Absolutely, and it should be done in a meaningful way.
Yes. Yeah. So, doctor, I just wanted to know that there are different forms of exercises. I mean, बहुत अलग-अलग चीजें हम सुनते हैं. So, talking about Pilates, what exactly is Pilates, and so that our viewers know about it, and how does it help?
Absolutely. So Pilates is actually more than 100-year-old form of exercise. It was discovered during World War II. Actually, you use this special kind of equipment when you do reformer Pilates. It's called reformer. So you have different springs with different tensions and also a carriage. So it's more mobile form of exercise. So this is low impact exercise in the sense that you're not putting too much pressure on your knees. So you can do heavy exercises, but in a very smoother way. So this form of exercise helps you with strengthening, helps you with increasing flexibility, toning, balance, and coordination. And I think those last two are the big ones, since we don't really focus on balance and coordination with our day-to-day strength training or any other form of exercises.
So, doctor, as you mentioned that it's good for our knees, which there is no pressure on the knees. So that means even the senior citizens can opt for it.
Yes, definitely. So this is a really good and safe form of exercise for senior citizens, and that's one thing as a physiotherapist we are trying to do. There is a form of Pilates called clinical Pilates, and that's what we can use with senior citizens, especially to increase their strength in their knees, because traditionally they cannot do squats or any other exercises, and also some balance exercises.
So actually, doctor, this is a very good take, because when it is senior citizen, we generally say walk pe jao. Gym avoid karo, weights mat uthao. So I think this form of exercise will be a new interesting thing for them as well.
Definitely, because walking is essential, right? Heart is a muscle and we are exercising that muscle. But at the same time, we need to exercise all the other muscles to be able to stay upright, to be able to do all the other activities that they would like to do. So along with walks, a little bit of strength training will be helpful for them.
So, doctor, now let's get to the practical part of it. So, many of us have long days at office. We are sitting continuously on the desk. Movement is hardly just for using the washroom or going for lunch or something. So, for such people, such viewers, what would you suggest? What kind of stretch exercise can we do?
I think people who have more sedentary or desk kind of work, they should do certain exercises every few hours throughout the day. I can just tell you about 3 exercises, and that will be a good way to start with those exercises. So one would be neck extension. So just sitting upright, extending your neck, holding it for 10 seconds, and then bringing it back down. Mainly because you are in a very cramped posture and you want to open up, say, neck or chest. Speaking of which, the second exercise would be chest opener. So interlacing the fingers and keeping your hands behind the chest and slowly lifting it up so it'll open up the chest. And the third one would be spinal twist. So when you're sitting, you can keep one leg crossed and just twist gently without any jerks. That will help you with some movements at the spine.
Doctor, that was quite insightful. I mean, I think after every 2 hours, you should get up and have some kind of stretch exercises because that will help you not stiffen your muscles. Is what I could gather information from your last.
Every 2 hours, I would say, is a good prescription.
That was quite interesting, Dr. Pradnya. One last thing that you would like to tell our viewers, what would be the final take or takeaway from this movement topic that we've come up with?
Right. I would say your health is your power. Move with intention. And, it's an old quote, but nonetheless, very powerful one that take care of your body. It's the one that you have to live in.
Viewers, please remember this. So now let's wrap up the last and the final episode of Her Health, Her Power. For all the women here, our body is not a machine, so please honor it and take care of it. This is the only place that we live in. That is what Dr. Pradnya mentioned it to us right now. And it's when we transform ourselves, it is not only about us. It is about everybody around us. So we help everybody grow together. Thank you, Dr. Pradnya, for this amazing conversation.
Thank you.
To all our viewers, please stay healthy, stay strong. Women power, happy Women's Day.